Welcome back to the 17th episode of a close combat, longest day playthrough with the Germans in the Grand Campaign on elite difficulty. And, well, so far we're holding them, the Allies, at bay wherever they are landing. And, well, let's see if we can continue that. We're here in Ouistreham, or however you say that. And we don't have a whole lot. There was a lot more when I was playing with the Allies on elite difficulty in that playthrough that the Germans had to defend with. But since we're playing on elite difficulty with the Germans as well, not a whole lot to defend the area with. So we have a 5cm light anti-tank gun and a 7.5cm medium anti-tank gun. Heavy machine gun team, grenadiers, command team, and mortars. Now, well, the enemy has a lot. Right, so it's a steady engagement, so I probably shouldn't give them too many tanks. But what we're going to do is at least get a couple of Bren rifle groups. So, well, actually, let's do this a bit differently, because we have access to the French units, so. And I think we'll... okay, that's a terrible command team, only 2 units. Let's give them a company HQ, and 4 French rifle groups, as they have 7 soldiers in them, which is quite extraordinary, so we'll go with that. They have Centaur 4. I'm curious to what this is. It looks pretty much how I imagine it would, to be honest. Kind of like a Matilda type thing. I want to see this in action, so we're going to put it in there. I'm not sure if it's a good tank. I didn't get to use it in my own playthrough. We just never had access to it. And there's this Avray, which is what now? Got a 280mm mortar. Basically a howitzer gun, I suppose. It sounds pretty formidable. Well, yeah. Churchill, woohoo. Either way, we're gonna give them one more company HQ and just 2 Bren groups, so they have a bit of infantry, and then we're gonna give them this Centaur 4, and why not this as well? Churchills are going to be tremendously difficult for us to defeat, though. And I'm not sure about the crab tank. Is that something they can really make use of? Don't know. We could give them the Achilles, which has a 50 cal, but it's open top. You know, I think we'll do it like this. It's we'll give them this. It has a 50 cal. It's better, I guess. Actually, we'll save it in case we run into them later and we lose it. Because, yeah, this, you know, then we can save these for fighting our tanks later. Let's just do something like this. 5 Shermans, Centaur, Churchill, and some infantry. Too much, we could give them more armor, but too much armor on this map is not necessarily going to be good due to the city nature of it. So yeah, well, here we are. Let's see what we can do here. Now, this could be quite challenging. I wonder, is this something we could deploy a gun in? Well, maybe. But if we can, this is something we want to deploy a gun in. Now we can deploy one looking at over the beach. Well. Nah, that's probably not so good. Okay, I mean, we could put a gun here, which it would probably give away its position as soon as it fires, and then we're going to lose it immediately. So there will be 7 tanks shooting back, which isn't going to be super good to deal with. We place it here. It's a bit more limited, unlike where I can take return fire from. I'm not sure though. Kinda need to get the anti-tank guns in viable positions. Yeah, I'm just gonna try a little bit around and see what kind of angles I get. From here, not very good necessarily, but also not terrible. I mean, maybe we put it here. Maybe. Let's see where we could put the 7.5cm. I kind of want to fight the enemy in their starting zone. Not sit like too far back. Not sure we can even get this in any buildings. Doesn't look too good in regards to that, at least. And I don't know exactly how the AI is going to handle the area here, because like they have tank traps here. And there's a lot of mines and barbed wire, tank traps and such, or tank blockades or whatever here. So the AI might shun this area. But will they be pushing the tanks through here? That's another question entirely. I mean, there's a bunch of trees there. We could potentially get an anti-tank gun in here, and then if they move the tanks southwest, then we'll have shots on them. But they will also be a bit exposed. Unless we put it like maybe here, then it should be able to dig a trench for itself. Doesn't have the best reach from here though. Tricky, we don't have a lot, you know, it's, yeah. I think I'll put the mortar team just here, so they aren't too far away from the fighting. Heavy machine gun team, I'm thinking we put in a one of the taller buildings in the area, like this one. Maybe like this, and that should... Yeah, I mean, that's got some decent reach to it. We don't have a lot to defend with at all, though, so we'll see. Okay, we got the command team and the grenadiers to still position somewhere, which it's not a whole lot. I'm not entirely sold on the positioning on this one, or this one, to be honest, because yeah, I don't know, it might work out. We can't move this anywhere if it doesn't, though, which is a little bit of an issue. Yeah, where do we put these guys? From here, what are we talking? Probably very exposed to enemy tanks. Hoping these guys won't be, like, they possibly won't get spotted while firing. And if that's the case, then, yeah. Well, that's going to be good. But if it isn't the case, that's going to be bad. Kind of want to put a team here, but it's like I don't want to have them that exposed. So, I mean, I don't know. This is going to be really tricky. Maybe some grenadiers here, actually. They can shoot at some stuff. We'll try it like this. And then the command team just be here to support, I suppose. This isn't optimal at all, I'm fully aware of that. But what is really, we got 6 units against 15, a lot of armor. I don't know, yeah, let's try this. Let's see if it works. 5 centimeter can't take on a Churchill, I'm pretty sure. Not sure I can take on that much at all, to be honest. And we're not even seeing anything yet, so that's interesting. They did actually not dig a trench over here, so that kind of sucks a bit. And they are moving the tanks west. And looks like this has worse coverage than I originally imagined it would. Yeah, I think we're in trouble on this one, not gonna lie. Maybe we should have deployed further back, to be honest. Just give them the city and have a few defensive positions we'd remain in or something, like these bunkers here, or... yeah. Something. Well, hopefully it works out. Honestly, a bit too aggressive on the placement, not gonna lie. But I have hopes that we can maybe deal with them before they take too much ground. Thing is, we don't have any reserves to pipe in with. We can get an armored core here, but that's going to take a few turns. So yeah, I don't know. I was expecting us to actually see some enemies by now, though. Not seen a single... well, we saw the one tank. Not seen any infantry make any moves or anything like this though. Huh. I would expect more pressure from the enemy on this one. I need to let the infantry not get across there to get eyes on this thing, and hopefully they don't take up position in these buildings or around here to spot the anti-tank gun. We got 7 tanks we need to take out there, so yeah, we need those alive. Really questioning their positioning on this one. Not a good place. Alright, well, I mean, the AI is the AI, and it is shit, it's doing nothing, so... Hooray. Over 2.5 minutes in, and I've seen 1 tank for 2 seconds. How the hell are we not seeing other tanks? Like, at least these guys should be able to see in this area. They should be able to see in this area, and it's like... I mean, it's tanks, how can you hide them so easily in this area here that they spawned in on? What is going on with the AI in this game? Honestly, that's just... Like, for instance, if you watched, I think it was episode 15, Point the Hawk. Right? The entire game, like the enemy rangers, they just stayed on the beach. They didn't climb the cliffs. I sat there for 20 minutes and it didn't do a bloody thing. So, well, what the hell? How is this a thing? Really, like, they put in a map with like special mechanics that like no other map has ever had in this game, at least not to my knowledge. And then they don't program the AI to be able to handle that. I guess they intended for people to play this game as the Allies? But you can play as the Germans too, so they should, you know, make that a more enjoyable experience by having the AI not be absolutely retarded. I would love it if there was some, like, hard fights for things, like, you know, some... Did I just see a red line here? Oh, well, see that? Am I imagining things? I felt like I saw, like, a trace around. Go, like, this direction. That can't be, so... Oh, it could be a graphical glitch. As you see here down on the user interface, and I have no idea why this happens, but it's like these colors, so... It's... yeah, I don't know. It's in most close combat games. I don't know if it's my computer, it's because... I don't know, it probably is. Don't feel like... I don't think it's something I can do anything about, though. Alright, 5 minutes in, and we haven't seen the enemy yet. Let's ask for a truce. Of course, they don't want that. Nor do they want to try to take the map, apparently. I'm thinking that maybe just the terrain around here, because it is pretty tricky to maneuver tanks around this, like the hedges and trees and the walls and the tank traps and barbed wire and other walls down here at the beach and minefield. It's just a tricky place. Like, I remember when I played with the Allies on this map that the tanks kind of struggled a bit with the pathing in this general area. So, yeah, I mean, maybe they struggle. It is possible, actually, that they've run some tanks over the bushes here and they've just become immobilized. That's happened to me a few times when playing as the Allies throughout the playthrough. Just drive over a bush and immobilized. That tank is gone, so... All you need to defeat the armor is a well-placed rose bush. But for real though, what is this? Okay, I guess I'll edit you to when and if something happens. I see there's been a tank driving here actually, because this wall has been knocked down, but... If it's been driving there, it needs to have come from here. Like it must have gone here, or this way, like... So why the hell didn't we see it? Either way, I'll edit you to when something starts happening here. Which I hope is soon, because I'm almost 7 minutes in already. Okay, so I took a chance and went AFK for a little while, and what do you know? That was not the problem to do at all. We have not seen a single enemy. No more things are broken. I think, like, maybe the map, just the AI can't handle the map or something with the armor and infantry, and I don't even know. I don't even know. They haven't tried to do a damn thing yet. It's like they make all these maps, but then they, like, the AI can't handle them. Sure, if you're attacking, it's fine, because then the AI just randomly places stuff around the map, and then, you know, you go and kill it. But when they have to make a move, here specifically, seemingly that's not really happening. So let's ask for truce after it hits the, goes past the 17-minute mark. Hey, don't stop moving. What the fuck are you retard sneaking around for? Get back on the fence, set that fucking mortar back up. You guys defend. What the fuck? I hate that, how soldiers, like 10 minutes in, they just lose patience, start moving around. Like, what the hell? Truce, they took it. I mean, look at this. They haven't even moved out of spawn with a damn thing. What the hell? Like, okay, we're holding this, 0 casualties to us, but it's just stupid. It is just, I would prefer a fight, you know? I would prefer, like, fighting and then losing this place, rather than just staring at the screen for 15 fucking minutes and nothing happens. But oh well, yeah, there you have it. That's the episode. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, well, as you probably are aware of by now, I would not mind if you left a like on it. Maybe even subscribed if you haven't already. But hey, either way, you can catch me in the next one where hopefully there will be some action. So, yeah, have a good one.